Run.
Up where they walk, up where they run.
Yeah.
Why not talk?
Because sun doesn't rhyme with talk. Talk f***s the whole thing up.
Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. Oh, I guess it does kind of make sense.
God damn.
Feeling a wee bit grumpy on this foggy morning.
You have been?
Yeah, I feel grumpy this morning.
Christy's cranky and mean.
I'm very cranky and I'm not mean.
Why don't you tell them what I'm doing for you today?
You're taking me to Portland to go see a 75,000 square foot antique mall.
Supposedly takes all day to go through.
Actually, they said that it takes a couple days.
We ain't there for a couple days.
No, we're only there probably for 4 hours max, if Brian could even survive that. I'm just hoping that a Starbucks coffee and a chocolate croissant will make me happy again. At least the lines aren't long today.
Can I have a grande Americano? Yeah, grande chai tea latte.
Gotcha.
And a chocolate croissant.
Want a bite
No.
of this chocolate goodness air?
Garbage with air and chocolate chips?
Oh, so good. There is no chocolate.
Shit.
What is going on? The hell?
There's a gas station I was planning on going to.
When did that
All
happen?
the way dug up.
Don't worry, I took my Dramamine.
You did?
I did, but the question is, did I need to take one or two? I took one so far. So let's hope I don't get car sick. I don't online shop in the car. I sing in the car. The sun will come out tomorrow. Up where they talk, up where they stay all day in the sun.
Run.
Up where they walk, up where they run.
Yeah.
Why not talk?
Because sun doesn't rhyme with talk. Talk f***s the whole thing up.
Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. Oh, I guess it does kind of make
God
sense.
damn. a basement, there's an upstairs, there's an over there, there's an over there, there's a coffee spot, there's another over there. This place is huge. Don't know what we're doing. It's too much.
It's very overwhelming. I think that might have to come home with me. There's a couple stains. I think I could get it out. That's coming home.
It is so cold in here though.
It is freezing.
It's like outside cold inside.
Yeah, I think it's even colder than the outside.
No, it's really cold outside, but yeah.
Well, we made it. That was an adventure, to say the least. Well, Memory Den, it's an 8 out of 10 in my book. They had very cool photo ops, very well decorated, very cute in that department. The reason I gave it 8 out of 10 is A, it's definitely overwhelming. B, it is colder than shit. Like, it is cold. I could only imagine the summers it being a sweat bath in there, I swear. And then I also felt like a lot of the booths were very repetitive, not very themed. It just felt like the same thing over and over again. I would say at least a quarter of it kind of felt more like thrifting than vintage, where it's just modern day shit, but just for secondhand used things. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Was it worth going? 100%. I would definitely recommend going. It's definitely more of a experience.
Yeah.
We did get 3 floors done in 2 hours. If you want to actually like go through all the clothes, it will definitely be like more of a 4-hour thing. But I did spend $160, so it's not like I went out empty-handed.
Some of the other things too, like there was a surprisingly low amount of vintage toys there. There's 180 booths there that they claim, which is probably true. There was like really just like 5.
Yeah, I was disappointed in that.
Racks and racks of secondhand clothes that weren't really like special. For me, I'm not really a treasure hunter, so you know, I'm kind of just there for the ride and to get some footage and some photos and stuff, which was cool, but like it was just like she said, it was just so cold. And they don't do anything about trying to negate the smell of old shit. It just smells like old stuff, just so much old stuff.
You can't, there's nothing they could do about that. Any antique store has that smell. I love that. I live for that smell.
That was much worse. But you combine it with the cold.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's actually pretty uncomfortable to just hang around in there.
It was.
It kind of pushes you along being that cold.
The one thing I did think was cool that I haven't seen in a lot of vintage antique malls is that there was dressing rooms, which I liked because you're spending like $30-$40 on a shirt that is used. You want to make sure it looks good on you and stuff.
The other part that sucked was the bathrooms. They were like,
yeah,
the sink was out of order. There's a big basin sink that like, I don't know, 4 or 5 people can wash at once. It was like out of order.
And there's only 3 toilets and you have to like step into this like creepy, like almost locker room looking thing to go to the bathroom. And it was kind of dirty. It looked cool. I'm not going to lie. The bathroom was kind of retro cool, but it was very uncomfortable, I have to admit.
Yeah.
And for it not having working sinks, that's a little weird for me.
Yeah. I think they're breaking some health and safety codes there, honestly.
Yeah. It looked cool, though.
This thing's heavy, dude. This thing's like 2 pounds. Big Carl. Almost got the big Carl.
I know.
I just
Well,
trusted your judgment. I actually had no idea what the difference was. Yeah.
try to go to In-N-Out, and people were literally outside the door waiting to get in. We're like, screw that. We're going to Carl Jr.
This is 2:33 o'clock in the
Uh-huh.
afternoon, by the way. I think it's the only In-N-Out in Washington, or it's relatively new or whatever, but people are weird, man. Why do you do that? Just don't do that.
It's like when Krispy Kremes first came to Washington.